Hello everyone, this is another video from Easy Electric series, and in this video we want to learn about the two advanced parameter, max voltage and current limit. So the P88 is max voltage, so you could somehow tell the VFD that not increase the voltage on that specific value that you give. So for my case, I put 230 volt, which comes from the plate of the motor. So I'm going to change that with P88 to 107 volts. So that means it somehow limit the frequency, right? Even whenever you increase the frequency, so because you limit the voltage, you see you couldn't actually get your max frequency because you limited your voltage that you have. We will see that in the demo. In the same way for current limit, you could actually set up the current limit P89. So if you check that, for my case, we already adjusted for a 4 amp, and I'm going to, in the demo, decrease that to 3 amp. So that means same story. The VFD don't let the current goes more than 3 amp, which is for sure is not going to be actually reached to the max frequency. Even you change the knob, you will see the motor couldn't actually reach to the max frequency because you actually limited the current. So that means no matter you limit the voltage with P88 or the current with P89, so the both cause you are not reaching your max frequency because you have a limitation on the current and the voltage that VFD sent to the motor. So let's go to the demo and see how we could implement these two parameters.
Okay, back to our VFD. So again, the same setting that we had before, the 3-wire setting. Let's to check two things. So number one is P88. So let I see what I have on P88. So this is P88. So I have 230, which is I already put it. And let's to check let's actually check the P89. So that's 4. Okay, so this is what I somehow adjust based of the plate of the motor, so it's easily works in that case. Let I just close everything so you have a frequency. So as we saw this before, so I could easily reach to the 50 30 hertz, or even if I increase that to the 50, whatever I want, so without any problem and without any limitation. So now I'm gonna stop this and let you just add first the max voltage. So I'm actually coming here and say 80, it should be 8, and it should be 88. Okay, so instead of 230, I'm giving 150 that I mentioned in previous section. So I'm going to limit it, not 230. I'm going to say, okay, not go to more than 150. Enter for seeing the voltage, for monitoring the voltage. I'm going to somehow put on, I guess should be D3 for seeing the voltage. Yeah, it goes to the voltage. Now see this. We just actually change it to 170. So let's do that. So right now I'm actually putting that up, so the voltage go up. So see, it still is not reached that. I'm increase the frequency. So see, I couldn't increase after a limit. So really, you could this knob technically not working because you request to turn faster, but turning faster is need more than 170. That's why it's somehow limited your max frequency. So see, it's almost after here. It's not really working. I'm even changing this range. Is not changing anything because it's somehow limited my voltage. So let's put this back before, let's first stop it. So then put that back to 230 before I forget it. So let's do this back to 140. No, not 140, it's actually 230 that we had before. Okay, this is fine. Now let's do back to A 39. So -4. I decrease that, let's say 3. Say enter. Yeah, for my motor, this is my guess. For my motor, it is starting voltage usually go above around the 4, so shouldn't be actually turned too much. So that means this is 3, so now I limit the current 3. So that means not VFD not sending more than 3 amp. So let's see what's happened. So let's do go here to the, I think D3 we could, okay, let's do go to probably D3 that could monitor the amp. Yes, we could monitor it. So now let's do actually run that and see what's happened. So it's going to actually up. So see, it couldn't be go more than 3. So that's what it's turning very slow, because as I say, the initial starting current for these motor that I have is around actually 4. So even you see you change the frequency, nothing happened because you limited the currents that you have. So I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.